Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan, and I will be starting to do weekly wine reviews. I will be doing one or two a week, and I figure I'll just do them live for you all on Facebook, and then if I can figure out a way to put them all into one section, you can all go and rewatch my wine reviews. So tonight's review will be 14 Hands Stampede. It is a red blend from the Columbia Valley in Washington State. And I am going to read you a little synopsis about what it says, and then I will give you my full review of what I taste, what I smell, and finally what my final review is. So 14 Hand Stampede. Doing it. I'll figure it out. There we go. It's backwards to you all, but here's what it says on the back. This robust red blend kicks things off with the aromas of spice and cedar, leading to flavors of cola and cherry. A lighter oak remnant shows off the wine's unique characteristics, including lively acidity and a dramatic, enduring finish. Ooh, doesn't that sound good? And then there's some other stuff on the bottle that it shows you, but I'm not gonna really read that. But I just wanted to give you all the synopsis about what it said and where it's from. Some more details about this. It's 13.5 alcohol by volume. This is a 750 milliliter bottle, so roughly that holds four glasses of wine. And I've already poured myself some right here. So I'm gonna swiggle it around. You definitely do get that spicy cedar oak on the nose. Maybe some red berry, kind of like a cherry or strawberry. Very, very light acidity. Semi-fruit forward. It goes down very smooth. Has a slight jammy taste, slight fruity. Definitely that cherry. Do get that slight cherry cola taste that it said it has. Definitely a huge bitter aftertaste. It is very smooth though. Thank you, Carly. Same to you. Yeah, it definitely has quite a bitter aftertaste. I mean, it's not very strong of a bitter aftertaste, but it's definitely noticeable. It definitely stands out. It's not one of those wines that you drink, you have a sip of, and you're like, oh, this is really good, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have to have another sip because the taste dissipates. No, this has a long aftertaste to it, which is what I believe it even said at the end. Dramatic, enduring finish. So It is definitely pretty enduring. It's not a terrible wine. It's not one of my favorites, but I would definitely say if you do see it in a restaurant, or if you're at a party and somebody has it, or if you can see a cheap deal for it, I would say go ahead and give it a try. It's a 14 hand Stampede. Again, it's a red blend. Actually, I have the details right here about it. I know Syrah is one of the grapes that it has in it. And then I believe there's some Merlot, some Cab. Oh, of course it's not working. I'll leave it in the comments later when I can find that out. But it's 5 different types of grapes, and I feel that that's one of the main reasons why this has such a bold, kind of slight bitter aftertaste to it. It's a lot going on. I haven't had a sip in 2-3 minutes now, and the taste is still there. It's definitely a good, long, lingering aftertaste, but at first sip, it is like pow. And if you're not one of those people that likes like a big, powerful wine, this is definitely not the wine for you. So I would say don't bother, but if you are one of those people that likes to have a big pow in your mouth, then this is definitely one that I would recommend. It's not something I would recommend to everyone. I believe you have to have a sort of what do you call it, a taste for it. You have to have definitely a you know what I'm talking about. You have to have a built up taste for something that you can appreciate, that you can enjoy. So I would say out of 5 stars, I originally rated this on my Vivino account as 3. I think I am going to one up it though, and I think I am going to give it a 3.5 after all, because it definitely stands out, especially now that I've had time to let it air out a little bit, let it breathe. Again, now I'm getting some good red fruit aromas, like a cherry, slight strawberry maybe. Still definitely get that cherry taste to it. Slight cola in the back. Light oakiness to it. So I think I'm gonna rechange it again and bring this up to a 3.5. Again, everyone, this is the bottle that it looks like. 14 Hand Stampede Red Blend, vintage 2014. So, well, everyone, I will be leaving you all now, and I will probably be opening up another bottle here in a couple days, giving you that review. Again, if there's any wine, actually I never even said it, but if there's any wine that you all would like me to try and review, leave in the comments or message me. Currently right now I've got 12 bottles on hand, 12 different bottles on hand that I would love to try for you all and would love to review for you all. And this one you can get anywhere, really. As far as I know, they're a pretty popular winery. So with that, I wish you all good night. And this is my very first review. So just so you all know, some of you might not, but just recently I started working in a liquor store as a I like to call myself a wine clerk, since that is the main section of expertise that I am in. That is my main focus right now. Actually, I really do like currently drinking wine and reviewing wine, and it's nice to write about it, but I think it's even better when I can do it live and also just have a video so people can go back and reference it. So again, this was 14 Hands Stampede, 3.5 stars out of 5. What would really, well, I'm not giving it a 5. First of all, it takes a lot to have me rate a wine a 5. You have to go with smell. At first, the smell is really powerful. It's really kind of funky. You let it air a little bit. You let it sort of swirl around. You do then sort of get the cedar taste, or excuse me, the cedar smell to come out. Slight little spice to come out. And then there's also taste. Taste is very important, because if it doesn't taste good, then it doesn't taste good. Now remember, everybody's taste is different than everybody else's. I rate this 3.5. Somebody might absolutely love it. Somebody might absolutely hate it. We're all different. So that's one reason why I'm not giving it a 5, because it's very hard for me to give 5s. The taste has a little bitter aftertaste to it. Not something I usually look for in a wine. I usually look for something that it's okay to have a bitter taste, but I'd rather have it be up front than have it linger around. This just has a full-blown up front pal and then a bitter aftertaste to it. So those are some reasons why it's not a 5. It's fairly young wine, 2014, so maybe in a couple years it might have time to have grown a little bit. But like I said, this also has 5 different grapes to it, which later tonight or tomorrow I will post for y'all which ones those were. And so that's another thing. It's 5 different grapes. Usually when you get a blend, you usually get 2, 3, maybe even 4 different grapes. But usually it's around like a 50-50, a 60-40, or it's a 50-40-10, or it's a 50-30-30, or no, 20. Wow, that was bad. A 50-30-20, or a 50-20-30. So, you know, it all depends on what you like and what your taste buds are. I just think it's too much to give it a 5. Like I said, it's not a bad wine, but it's not a great wine. It is a wine I would recommend for those that do like to appreciate the bitter taste, the very flavorful, bold taste, and for those who want to go out and explore. If you're more on the lighter side of wines, then no. But it is a wine I would at least recommend trying. I would love for you all, if you have tried it, to let me know what you think. And if you haven't tried it and you are considering trying it, go ahead and try it, and feel free to get back to me and let me know what you think of it. Again, it's 14 Hands Stampede. One last sip for you all. Well, my name is Ryan. Ryan the Wine Guy is what I'm going to be calling myself. And maybe come Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, I will crack open another one of my bottles. Again, let me show you what this one looks like. If I can get it correctly this time. There we go. It's 14 Hands Stampede. And in another couple of days, I will do another review. And again, I'll read you the synopsis of what it says. and then I will give you what my notes are that I smell, what my notes that I taste are, and then again my final review, why I gave it that review, and we'll go on from there. Well, this has been Ryan the Wine Guy with 14 Hands Stampede, 3.5 stars out of 5. Have a good night.